Okay, so back at it. We today I am not using a face cam simply because it would just like number one, it would overheat my laptop, and number two, it's just like I don't know. Sometimes you just don't want to be on camera. But today I wanted to go over my how my skills have on being creative have been finding out, and how I've been able to find more ways to be creative. So I had to make a new Instagram account for my business, my new brand coming up. And it couldn't be well. Just when I made it, right, the first thing, one of the first things that popped up on my page since it was a new page. I guess since I uploaded some business pics, it it assumed that I am into design. So then it automatically offered me uh, like design accounts. And so I watched it, right? And I was like, wow, these guys know a lot more than I do. So let me go and, follow them, give them a follow. And so I did. So once you do that, then your whole feed starts popping up with more things like that. So I started following the other ones that it was suggesting me, and over time their creative skills started to get engraved into my head, and now I'm just more creative, and I also steal some of their ideas and incorporate it into mine, which is why they do their channel, and so that's one way to be more productive, get more creative, which is what I want to go into this video, which how to be creative, how to be more productive. Um, Granted, I feel like over the past few days, I haven't been as productive, but this is what I do to. In this video, I'm going to talk about what I do to make sure I am the most productive as I can be. So, number one was to delete social media. And I know I'm on Instagram right now, but it's for my business account, right? So, delete social media unless if it's part of your business. In this case, it is. Uh, and just don't go on your personal social media because I have fallen into the trap of logging back into my personal social media to check out some memes. Um, and it's just it wastes a lot of time, right? Because next thing you know, it's like you're like an hour in and you're like, what am I doing with my life? So don't go into your personal account. If you can, start a new account and just fill it with valuable information, more rich people that you want to be like, um, and just so that whenever you open your social media, you literally just learn. That's like that would be your break, right? When you open Instagram, for example, right now I just opened it, you guys just saw, and the first thing that popped up was this, right? And this couldn't give me some ideas and really get me sparked up and be like, whoa, I want to try that and implement that into my brand to make it look more professional. um and don't do TikTok. I've always been against TikTok, simply because they are made strictly for consumers, right? And Instagram and Facebook are too, but it's more open to productivity. But I believe TikTok is not, right? TikTok, I feel like it's just for influencers and people who want to escape the real world. So, yeah, I say stay away from TikTok, and Instagram and Facebook are okay if you use it for the right thing. Um, So yeah, same thing with YouTube. If you check out my YouTube, right? If you go to my personal YouTube, um, it's literally just filled with stuff that can help me in the long term and help me right now. Um, I actually have YouTube open right now. And this was the one that I did not close, right? My computer's already overheating. But yeah, use YouTube also to your advantage. Don't use it to your disadvantage. because everything can be used as a tool if you use it right. So right here, if you go to my homepage, it's gonna be filled with a bunch of stuff uh, that's knowledgeable, that brings value to my life. And but there's another point that I want to talk about, which is know when your brain needs a break, right? Um, every once in a while, you just I know this looks bad, right? Obviously, um, like I said, there's obviously, this is my personal account, and sometimes, I might have just debunked my whole idea. But whenever I go on YouTube, because I go on YouTube on my phone, and I usually look up something like Charlie Morgan, or like More Place, More Dates, learn more about the body, or Rich Piana. He talks about business and working out. But all the ones that I watch, you can get something out of it. Rich Piana, it's his work ethic. I really like his work ethic. These guys is just sometimes to have a laugh throughout the day. Granted, I don't watch the whole thing, but that's my next point, right? But let's keep talking about this point. Video on Leonardo da Vinci. I play trumpet, so I have trumpet suggested on my YouTube. I sometimes watch some trumpet lessons. Music to keep me when I wanna have music in the background or something motivational. Alex Harmozy, some more inspirational people. TJR, Larry Wheels. Um, what else? Like just like bodybuilding stuff. Just anything that can give me value. Um, I like to listen to. But my next point is know when your brain needs a break and give it the break that it needs. Whenever I've been working for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours, and maybe I just want to take a break from it, from my brain just working so much. I will open YouTube, but I also know when it needs to be done, because my creativity starts to fade away, and I'm getting like, I just don't want to do it anymore. I'll take a quick 15-minute break and watch something that's not working, that's strictly just for a laugh. The Office, Los Pollos. Really, that's it for entertainment. Um, as you can see, all these other ones, they're just like bodybuilding, business stuff. Um, Greg Plitt, Dan Bilzerian, Charlie Morgan, stuff like that, right? So my next point is to, you know what? Let me open a. Should I open a? No, I'll leave it like that. My next point is, what is it? Set up. Oh yeah, okay. I will set up my face cam. 1 second. Okay. As you can see, I am looking terrible right now. Um, keep in mind, guys, I am on a boat. I will cut soon. Okay. But so let me see. Yes. So when I've been feeling super unproductive and I want to be more productive, um, something I do to be more locked in throughout the day is to plan my day ahead using a calendar app. And the calendar app I use is Todoist. It's free. You literally, it's super easy to use. You just set up your day for the next day or today, and you can set up the time. That way, you send notification. You're like, hey, it's time for this. It's time for this. So yeah, setting up the calendar. And another one. That one's straightforward, right? Because once your day is set, you don't have the option to be like, I'll do it later, because you already set up your day, and you don't want to, you don't want to be untrue to yourself, right? Uh, and another one is getting enough sleep. Now, I I try to, but sometimes I don't. but this is it. Sleep is crucial for literally everything. For literally living. It's good for muscle recovery. It's good for mental focus. It's good for cognitive function. It's good for everything. So my point in this one is, if you sleep late, be willing to wake up a bit late. Me, I go to sleep around, on average, 2 to 3 a.m. If I really push it, maybe 4 or 5. But then I wake up like 10, right? I get like 6 hours of sleep, 7. If I'm really really tired and I haven't got enough sleep throughout the past few days, then I'll get 8 hours. Um, Another way to be more productive is caffeine. Now, I know that people are kind of, I, I don't know if the correct term is rough around the edges, but people don't really like this idea of being caffeinated, but it helps, dude. And anything that helps you go after it, anything that helps you with your dreams. So caffeine, I really like to stay caffeinated. Uh, Throughout the day, and I haven't drank caffeine in a while, so I will probably after this video. Um, Next one is learn what's more beneficial to your life. So this is strictly like discipline. Um, like, for example, when you lay in bed, what's more important? Sleeping or going on reels? What's going to be more beneficial for you? Is staying up a little bit later, 30 minutes, and watching some reels on who got new tits or something, is that beneficial for you, or is getting more sleep more beneficial for you? And the answer should be very, very clear. I shouldn't even have to tell you the answer. Um, another example is work over sleep. Um, Now this one's kind of iffy because if you don't get enough sleep, you're not gonna be able to work good. So the average American sleeps 8 to 10 hours. I personally think it's too much. So cut back on sleep a little bit, especially if you're younger, and work more. If it's 12 and you still don't feel tired, and you know you can give more, give more. Simple as that. Another one that's more beneficial for your life is God over everything. That one is self-explanatory. There's nothing above your spiritual well-being. Because really everything here on earth, it's nothing after we die. So, um, oh, and another one, to be more productive. Do not eat until you're truly hungry, or else you're more likely to be lazy. I've tried a bunch of different ways, a bunch of different times of eating, and I found that if you wake up and you don't eat for a few hours, those few hours you're gonna feel fine. You you you're not gonna feel lazy. You're gonna want to do something. It's up until the point where you do eat, where you feel a little more slumpy or heavy or just not want to do anything, right? So that one's self-explanatory too. Just wait until you're hungry. That's it. That's when your body tells you to eat. And when you do eat, don't eat so much unless if it's nighttime, because then you're gonna get sleepy because of carbs and everything, the way your body works. So that's it for today's video. Hoping you enjoyed. Bye.